Hi there, welcome to the I Ching Cafe. My name is Belinda Dovston, and it is wonderful that you are here with me for our weekly I Ching forecast for the week commencing the 12th of January 2026. If you have not yet done so, check out the annual overview, the monthly forecast for January, to start tuning into the energies, the flows, and how we can maximize our focus for this month as a collective. Last week, we had Hexagram 46 pushing upward, the plant pushing up towards the light, pushing up to the soil, striving for growth, striving for meaning, striving for contribution, striving for give back. And as we are little plants, wrestling with the rocks and the soil as we reach towards the light, being persistent and focused and putting in the hard work, the opportunity to get rewards from putting in the effort. Plus duration, Hexagram 32, learning what it means to take endurance into the new month, understanding where it is that we're playing a long game, where we have to maintain our energy for a long period, the marathon, not the sprint, and focusing on what is the bigger long-term goal we need to be committed to. And of course, if anything came up for you over this past week around pushing for growth, striving for the light, understanding the momentum required, the persistence required to go the long term, whether it's a long-term project, a long-term marriage, a long-term commitment, please do share a comment. Right, getting into this week, the week of the 12th of January, what are we paying attention to? What is the particular flow of change that's popping up out of the quantum soup for our attention? It's a mirror reflecting back a perspective of the 64 hexagrams for us to pay attention to. This week we have 3 changing lines, okay, so it's quite a lot of action, things to work through, and our 2 hexagrams, so 2 of these metaphors are coming out of the quantum soup to mirror back to us things that we can pay attention to, that we can focus on, because that is the question we ask every time. What should we focus on? In the midst of everything else that's happening, where should our focus be? And of course, in this crazy time where our attention is being stolen every 5 minutes and we are handing over our attention even faster, our focus is really, really important. Okay, let's get into it. Our first hexagram for this week, our first flow change we're paying attention to is hexagram 59, dispersing. This hexagram is the wind blowing across the frozen lake. We know this one, where it starts to melt and thaw, things are stuck and locked up. Okay, so when we think about this hexagram, we think about the gentle persistence of the wind, not a wild storm, but that persistence of this wind to push and warm and thaw and moving the sand dune a grain of sand at a time. This hexagram brings to us a focus of dispersing the things that have been locked up, gently releasing them, releasing misunderstandings, releasing illusions, releasing stuck thoughts, erroneous beliefs. We are slowly purging and releasing and freeing ourselves up with this energy. Our opportunity this week is to focus on that, is to focus on where things are stuck, where you feel stuck, and where you can bring this warm wind to gently release and uncover what lies buried. And remember, you think about digging a fossil out of the ground, okay, buried in the sand, because wind and sand, this whole idea of gently wiping away what is stuck, the sand dune. We think about uncovering the fossil, okay. Now, we don't know what we've got. We don't know what's buried until we uncover the fossil. We uncover the buried treasure, whatever it is that lies buried and out of sight that is impacting us positively and negatively in this moment. We take the little brush, okay, I'm thinking of like a little dinosaur kit my kid got when he was young. You take this, this little brush and the little chipper, and you chip, and you brush gently. You don't want to damage this precious thing that you're uncovering, and you gently chip, and you uncover and you clear the sand and you reveal and discover the fossil. Okay, what does that tell us when we discover the fossil? Whatever it is for you, whatever's buried, whatever has been out of touch, out of sight, buried beneath the surface, you uncover it. You have the opportunity to use this week's energy to uncover the fossil. to remove the sand, okay, to uncover the thing that the sand is hiding, that the sand has been holding in suspense. Okay, so you can take this idea of the sand and the wind, you can take this idea of the wind blowing over the frozen lake, over the frozen kind of things that are locked in, all right, the emotions that are locked in. It's a wonderful energy to release and disperse the issues that are stuck and emotional, okay, that are creating divisions with other people. It's a wonderful energy to do that. Now, 3 changing lines. The first position, second position, fifth position. That means that throughout this week, we've got, big, distinct clickovers of energy, different facets of this dispersing to pay attention to. You might find that the story of the changing lines connects to a particular thing that you're dispersing. It might relate to different facets or different parts of your life where this dispersing energy can be focused on and can add value. In the first position changing line, this line talks about number 1, something new. Okay, it's early stages, so this is not a serious issue to be dispersed, but we need to bring the strength of a horse to this. We need to vigorously and proactively bring harmony, bring clarity back into a situation where there is miscommunication, misunderstanding, and resentment that has just bubbled up. Okay, so we have to take action to mitigate the fact that something has bubbled up. Okay, something has arisen, right? Number 1, it's come into the picture. It's new. It's still young. It's not life-threatening, and we need to nip it in the bud. So there's something here, and perhaps you've even felt this from last week. Something's come up, and your urge was to rush in, and with the strength of the horse, deal with the issue proactively and urgently. Okay, that is one facet of the week that's going to come to our awareness. Line 1. In line 2, this is all about timing, sensing the right time, sensing the moment. Something welling up, something arising in time, presenting itself, seeing the moment, seeing the opportunity to do something about it, and putting your energy into rushing in and sorting it out. Okay, rescuing the situation, dealing with the situation. Very similar energy to line 1, okay, but this is about timing, sensing the right time, the opportunity. Not always a problem necessarily, but there's a situation that presents itself, the timing comes up, and our task, our energy, is to bring energy to rush in and deal with it. Okay, so we're still perhaps bringing the strength of the horse, but this is not a small little thing. This is something that's come up. It's a timing. It's an opportunity. The door's open. The moment is there, and you spot that time and you spot that moment, and it's about what is needed in this moment right now. Okay, so there's something tactical that comes up that we need to resolve and focus on. And then in line 5, position 5, we have the opportunity to be the king, okay, to be the regal ruler, all right, who senses that the time for action is here. And the way that we disperse the obstacles, the way that we clear the energy and clear the air and move forward and disperse the things that are hidden to find that beautiful fossil or whatever the treasure is buried, the way that we do that is to be in our kingly nature, in principle, okay, in our center, and to rally everything behind the great idea in front of us. Okay, so the great idea is the salvation, is the way through this. The great idea might be the project, the important project in front of you, the principle that's really important. Think about what is the great idea in front of you, right, as we start up this year, that's really, really important and can be a rallying focus for the people that we are interacting with, working with, living with. Okay, what is the great idea we need to rally behind and focus on? The project that is front and center, that needs our energy, our kingliness, right? The regal ruler who rules with love and respect and kindness to everybody. We bring that energy of leadership and we step in and we undertake the challenge. Okay, so there's quite a lot of active energy this week working with these changing lines. The strength of the horse, okay, charge into it and solve it, nip it in the bud. Sensing the moment, needing to rush in and resolve this issue, and this kingly nature of leadership, sensing the time is right to undertake the challenge to cross the great water and to focus everyone on this greater project. That is how we disperse the energy and we disperse the negativity the stuck energy, the things that are locked away, the things that are hidden. We do that with energy. Okay, we can do this. Lots of active energy this week, no passive energy. Then our outcome hexagram or our relating hexagram, what these three changing lines on the first hexagram transform into throughout the week. This is an energy that's sitting with us throughout the week. Is hexagram 27, nourishment. So you know that this is the hexagram for our annual overview. And it is a hexagram that's all about making sure we are receiving nourishment and we are nourishing others. Okay. How we use our words to nourish. We use our kindness, how we take a process of using our words to help somebody else, and how we make sure that we get the right food on the emotional, physical, mental, spiritual level. Remember, no empty calories, as we spoke about in the annual overview. The opportunity of this week is by focusing on dispersing this energy, being vigorous, and dealing with the things in front of us, okay? By clearing the air, clearing the energy, dispersing, communicating, reunifying, okay? Really connecting with people, connecting with the great project, we can move to a place of nourishment to start to bring in the things that we need on the level that we need it. And to do that and support others around us by bringing nourishment to them too. A wonderful energy this week. There's emotional work to do this week. There's clearing, there's cleansing, a great time to clear out old things, right? Old stuff that has emotional attachment to. So perhaps have a look. What can you clear out of your home or your workspace that has old emotional attachment you no longer need? Clear it out and release it. Because you know what? If we don't take responsibility for clearing that out, guess what? The universe, whatever name you want to call it, clears it out for us. Okay. And that always feels a little problematic. It's not comfortable. So we can take responsibility, we can lead, and we can charge forth, disperse, clear, nourish, support, and make sure our needs are met. Have a wonderful week. And if this was valuable to you, you know what to do. A thumbs up, a like. If you'd like to join us on the regular, hit the subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications, or the follow button on the podcast. And I'll see you very soon for our next weekly forecast. Until then, happy dispersing. May you find the most amazing fossil that you could possibly imagine, or the treasure of the fossil as you disperse the energy. See you soon.